Day was 5 to 2, and I got to do 9 hours on actual Thanksgiving, which was fun.
That's sweet time and a half, man.
Right? You get that extra money.
Need it for that fucking move, bro.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
So exciting.
Very exciting. So,
Yo,
sorry about the Halloween party, though.
Whatever, like, moving is a big deal.
Mhm.
Is it what you expected? The apartment?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's good. Apartment's fucking great. I'm excited to get in there.
It's a new building, right?
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes down the road from the mall.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Very excited to go. I already put my notice in at work. I gave them over 2 weeks notice because they're gonna have a time trying to cover me. I gave them so much advance notice that we were like looking for a place, and they just didn't bother getting anyone in or training them to do half of what I can. And I'm like, well, that's on you guys. So.
Yep.
Yep. Not your circus, not your monkeys.
Exactly. It's not my fucking fault, and it's not my fucking problem. How's everyone else doing?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No. Theron got his permanent position for work.
Oh, that's great.
In Guelph. Yeah, so that's a big deal. That happened over the weekend, on Friday.
That is a big deal.
Yeah. So there's that.
Did you guys pop some champagne?
Yeah, we celebrated.
You don't sound very enthused about it, but all right.
I just woke up, okay? I just woke up and I had to take Tylenol, so I'm adjusting.
Okay. Pretty cool.
What else? What about you, Leah? What's up with you?
What?
What's up? What's up?
I am thinking about how awful it's going to be to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
Show vagine and boobs.
Oh my gosh.
Gotten a few of those. Have you gotten any of those yet?
No.
What are you selling on Facebook Marketplace? What are you attempting to sell on Facebook Marketplace?
Well, we have a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
And if friends and family aren't going to acquire them, then we just have to, like, friends and stuff are coming over this week-ish, too.
Basically,
Put their names down on things.
Most of our apartment is going up for sale.
Yeah, everything that can't fit into, like, 4 suitcases and a couple carry-ons is going for sale, so...
So if there's anything you guys need for your new apartment, let us know. We have furniture, appliances.
You got a toaster? You got a toaster you're looking to get rid of?
Toaster's yours. It's not a fancy toaster, but...
Really
describe the toaster.
It's black.
It is the cheapest one we got from Walmart.
So is it a 2-slot or a 4-slot?
Two slot.
No, we're upgrading to a 4-slot. I don't want your toaster. Never mind.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry, man. Can't do the toaster.
We can come over on Saturday because I'm going to physio anyways on Saturday.
Okay.
Can you actually put a sticky note on your mortar and pestle?
Yes, that one is yours.
Okay.
I'm gonna make like a Google Doc or something.
Who's claimed what?
Yeah, who's claimed what. So that when it comes to leaving, then the stuff will go to people.
It's like my aunt. She promised a whole bunch of stuff to my dad that were sentimental to us, and she just gave it away.
Wow, what a bitch.
And we helped her move to the apartment too. Like, yeah.
Oh yes, and Theron wants the KitchenAid.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much are you selling your espresso machine for?
Probably like
800.
800. Sure.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Christmas gifts.
Oh boy.
My brother has already laid claim to the kettle and the coffee grinder.
That's okay. We don't want your hand cranked coffee grinder anyway.
No, the hand crank. Coming.
Oh, that one's worthy to go with you, is it?
It's portable and not electric.
That's true.
And like, we'll need something to make coffee once we get there. And I guess we can just buy one.
It's an essential.
So
Absolutely.
we're gonna have to buy an electric one. Cause I ain't fucking hand grinding all the coffee that we drink, Leah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, it's your workout.
So long. I did this like when I was away in school on my rotations for my classes. I hand cranked coffee every single morning, and for one person it's fine. It takes like 2 minutes, but for two people, 5 minutes of constantly grinding coffee first thing in the morning before I had coffee.
So good at it. Oh, and books. We have a metric fuck ton of books.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll take a few off your hands.
We
And
have,
then I'll send one to you every month so you can rejoin your book collection.
we have an Xbox that needs to find a new home. We have
What
a
kind of
printer.
Xbox? What kind of Xbox?
Yeah.
The 360?
Xbox One.
Oh, okay. We've already got 2 Xbox Ones. We're fine.
Okay. How about a third? One for each of you.
Do you want money for that? Yeah,
Yeah.
Theron's asking.
Yeah, so we were thinking of like, because we can't like really afford to give things away for free, everything. Like some
Yeah.
things, like just pay what you feel is fair.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a pay what you can sort of vibe.
Okay. Are you taking your Nintendo Switch?
The Switch is coming. The Switch is
God damn
coming.
Yeah.
If you want to get a $350 for the Xbox, fine.
Put our names on it and see if you get a. Wow, Theron.
There's a cents there. Like you're giving me 3 cents, 350 cents. What else do we have that's of interest? Sound balls. I mean,
Is it?
yeah.
This is a good time to bid off your stuff just before D&D.
You guys need stuff for animals? Are you guys gonna get a cat?
No.
What, us?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pets. No pets. We wanted to get a cat, but there's no pets at this place, so whatever.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's illegal?
It's illegal for them to say no pets.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore.
Depends on the type of apartment.
Well, are you sharing like a bathroom or a kitchen with the landlord?
No, it's a fully like
Mm.
attached basement place. It's just ours. They aren't coming down there for anything.
Yeah, that it's illegal to say no pets.
Then you can bring your pet. Yay!
We don't have a pet.
You can get one secretly.
Get a kitten. I have a cat tree, got a litter box, a litter locker.
I have some nice new winter boots. If anybody wants winter boots, I don't think I'll be needing them.
I feel like
Size
your
9.
feet are probably a bit bigger than mine, so
Got small feet.
Nice. Theron's feet
yeah,
are
I don't
really
think
a
jumping
sport.
and running to get a pet is a great call at the moment.
Get one.
Just be
Yeah.
reassured though, like seriously, be reassured that it is actually illegal for them to say no to pets.
We
Why
have
is
house
that?
plants. If anybody wants a house plant,
Oh no, those have already been spoken for.
have they? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we might be able to clone some.
Yeah, I would kill your pits so quick. Plants.
You would. Yeah.
I just picked up a pair of pants to fold and put away. That's why I said that. But yeah, Rebecca, it's because
Who's Rebecca? I don't know a fucking
oh my
Rebecca
god,
in here.
fuck! I am
Fine.
so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, thank you for the reminder. It was inevitable.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a relatively new thing that went through. and a lot of landlords cause to think about it, and they refuse to actually put it, like, acknowledge it. So they just keep
Oh.
going along with saying it's illegal because they don't prefer it.
Yeah.
But the landlord law will actually protect you if you do have a cat or
The lease you signed should have actually had a page attached to it
yes.
saying about how, like, all the different illegal things that landlords commonly do that they're not allowed to do. Because we have a standardized lease in Ontario, and all rentals need to like sign the standardized lease. Otherwise, the lease is like worth as much as the paper it's written on.
And our lease came with that little blurb that said landlord cannot restrict access to pets. But yours didn't, Aelia. You guys,
No,
Ours didn't
That
have
paid
that
off.
either. We
But then
read the
she
whole
sent-
thing thoroughly, and it didn't have
Red
that.
flag.
So
She sent us our lease in Word document though, so I just kind of edited it as I saw fit, then signed the edited version and sent it back to her.
It's the illegal part.
This Humane Society thing says that even if you signed a lease with a no pets clause, it can't be reinforced.
Yeah.
really, okay. So
Yeah.
we could later down the line, if we wanted to, get a pet, and they can't
Absolutely.
do jack shit. Great. So if we decide to get one later, then we can fucking get our little.
Oh.
Better.
Long as
Yeah.
those, if you're renting a room in a house where the landlord is still residing, a no pets clause can be enforced.
Well, it's only if they share like a certain like amenities of the apartment. But since you are like in your own separate unit, it's fine.
Okay, they have the right to refuse to rent to somebody who has pets. However, once you're in there, they can't evict you for having a pet.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you just say, "Oh yeah, I have no pets," and then just
I
We
didn't
don't
have
want-
pets when I moved in, bitch.
That's what we did. We were like, "Yeah, we have no pets."
So she doesn't know that we have pets here. She has no idea.
which is impossible because Hubble is really hard to miss.
They also can't force you to pay extra rent for
Nope.
a pet. That's also illegal.
Good. Good. It's important to know your rights.
It is.
No, that doesn't necessarily
Actually,
bode well
that's-
for renewal. That's a good point.
What's that? Like, what's the picture for her?
Well, I said it in the chat that I have a bar. And I don't know what else to call this. But
No, Anna's called the wine glasses.
Hail, travelers.
Hello.
How are we all doing today?
Greetings.
Pretty good.
Glad to hear
Lovely.
it. So when last we reconvened, the Iron Lords had made their first sortie to attack the invading army from Eskrak. They unfortunately didn't accomplish much. They released some horses, which were then just later regathered.
Karen ran through a bunch of tents.
Yeah, they did burn a few tents, burned a few people, killed a few people, but you have not made any large enough dent yet to turn them around.
Okay.
We resume as you return to the palace through the gate, with all of your guards still alive.
That's an accomplishment on its own.
Yeah, that very rarely happens.
Am I still a teddy bear and am I still mute?
Yes,
Okay.
that is, I believe, 36 hours.
For both
So-
of them?
Yes. You rolled a
good.
double whammy. You are indeed a toy.
Well, that was something.
Yes, something. Sure.
My lords, was your sortie successful?
In a sense. We're still alive. So
That is good, yes.
That's a win.
I see all the palace Gods are still alive as well. That's good to see.
Yes.
They're all like clapping each other's backs and like hurrahing.
Oh, and Bast is alive, but he's just a mute teddy bear for now. Just disregard that.
Ah,
Feel like they're
that
just
looks-
used to that by now.
yeah.
Bast leaves, Bast comes back, Bast
Didn't
doesn't
even know
really
it. Like, oh.
look like Bast, yeah.
Honor Shaper will speak up.
I assume that this is due to his wild magic surges?
Yes.
Hey,
Yes. Could I study him by chance?
Go for it.
Or her at this point, I guess.
Not even.
until they've given you the okay, I believe.
Not even a question of what they're gonna do to
No.
me. Just
For it.
here.
It is what it is. Well,
He comes
let's-
over and he picks up the Bast doll and walks away.
Bye. Well, what's the next plan here?
Yeah, we obviously need a different plan of attack this time.
Clearly.
Currently,
We
it's
still have-
like
We still have 2 nights to do stuff, right? So I mean,
yeah, it's currently like 2 a.m.
Well,
we should probably get some sleep and then we'll get up and talk about it tomorrow because we're doing it at night, right? So we have all day tomorrow to figure something out, right?
I agree, some sleep would be preferable.
my long rest button isn't working.
Is it working for anyone, or is it just not working for at all?
Not working at all.
One moment, please.
Am I allowed to take a long rest as a teddy bear?
Nope.
I feel like that's all you can do as a teddy bear.
That's fair. You've never had a better rest until you've been turned into a teddy bear.
I don't remember which room is mine.
I agree.
It's gonna fall asleep in this armchair.
So, Tsuko has claimed the garden as her area of rest.
Are my parents still awake? Is that why they're doing sitting in this room?
Yep, they're awake.
Okay, she's gonna go in and she's gonna go say hi. She like walks into the doorway and sort of like knocks on the door frame and is like, "Hello."
Hello!
Do you come and join us for a drink?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are still up.
Well, there was lots of resting as we traveled in the carriage on the way here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. I know I've been a
Tell me.
little bit busy. How have you guys been enjoying the palace so far?
Oh, it's a very opulent place. Yes, you've done well for yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, didn't go as well as we wanted to go, but some progress was made. We still have 2 nights to do stuff. Well, everyone else is going to bed. I'm probably going to go to bed soon, and we're going to try to talk tomorrow about what we should do. Some unforeseen trouble when we were attempting to attack the camp, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it.
Well, if you need another axe, I'm ready to take 'em on.
Something to definitely take into consideration. It's just, it sort of has to be like an in and out thing. There's a lot of them.
Well, just saying.
And I appreciate the offer, absolutely.
Chair is so loud.
What?
I just heard my chair creak through your mic.
Oh.
War robot, eh?
Everyone else has gone to bed?
Seems like it, except
Yes.
Bast,
Oh,
obviously,
okay, cool.
who's been experimented on.
Okay, cool.
Alright, your parents, they make their good nights and they head off to bed.
Alright. I guess this one's my room. I don't remember which room was mine either.
Oh god.
It's not like we sleep much anyway. We're too busy doing things. It's fine.
Bast.
Yeah.
So you're still like aware of what's going on?
Oh, locked in. Cute.
Oh, that's fun. Do I have googly eyes or like sewn on little buttons?
You have sewn on little buttons.
Fine.
You can see both Garuz and Honor Shaper are like talking and discussing like hypotheses about you. And Honor Shaper makes Garuz attempt a spell on you. And you feel it kind of tingle throughout your toy body, and you felt something shift, but as of yet your body has not changed.
He's stuck as a mute teddy bear forever.
Turns out I'm just like this now.
All right, it is the next day. You guys have rested. You guys are ready to take on and discuss. Zuglag heads for the breakfast room. Wherever Zuglag even is. There he is.
He's very small, it's hard to see.
Seems to be.
Mexico want some sausages?
Nitsuko hears the word sausages from all the way across the palace.
Yeah.
And promptly gets up. She was in the middle of grooming. Gets up and then runs over to join the others. Wagging her tail delightfully.
Good morning, Zuggy.
Right, good morning there.
And good morning to you too, Karen.
Morning.
Are you here for the sausages? I feel like
Yes,
it's a stupid question.
let's
Of
do
course you're here for the sausages.
Here for the sausages.
What's the plan today?
Planning, strategizing. I think
And
mostly.
find out.
Where are our guests?
Good question.
Where's who?
Our guests.
They are not here.
They're getting room service brought to them, obviously.
So,
Sorry, just cleared my throat. Right then. So, the first night didn't accomplish all that much per se. What's our plan of attack for tonight?
Is there anything that we could do to potentially weaken or help get rid of whatever magic barrier was happening?
Well, ideally, I think getting the marshals into the area to take out those wizards is the solution for that. I don't think any magical abilities are going to have any kind of effect in the meantime.
Mm. That's fair. That's fair. Are they going to be in the same place, though?
That's very likely not now that we've shown our hand. I'm sure they'll be taking some preventative measures.
Or maybe at the same time, they will not be expecting us because they do not expect us to be so stupid as to come and try the same shit the next night.
Little did they know we are that stupid.
I foresee those mages being a big problem.
We must attack them in their sleep, slit their throats while they're dreaming.
Right, as horrifying as that is, I must reluctantly admit that the fox has a point. Infiltration to get as far into the camp as we can and do as much damage as possible is probably our better move.
Mm.
Do we have access to any sort of bombs or fire accelerant?
I mean, we have a mine, don't we? I'm sure they have explosives.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to throw some explosives in there? I mean, I can throw quite far.
Magic their way out of that.
I do believe liquor burns nicely as well.
I believe Molotov cocktail is the term?
Yes, I believe
Where
it is.
exactly is Molotov, anyway? I never understood that name.
I assume it's somewhere that's on fire. That's all I know.
Right, probably somewhere in the Badlands then.
Must be.
Maybe you're from there and you don't even know it.
No, my old goblin camp was a lot less burny than that.
Not to get off topic, but what was it like?
How do you mean?
Like, what was where you're from? What was it like? You've made mention that was not great, and that, you know, there was reasons why you got out, but
Well, okay, picture the palace here, and
uh-huh.
all the luxuries it affords, the comfy beds, the servants, the guards, and get rid of all that. This is the Badlands we're talking about. There's no form of civility, and quite frankly, any kind of positive thing about a person gets ground right out of you really quick. It's kill or be killed, eat or be eaten out there. It's not exactly conducive to a handsome gentleman such as myself surviving this very long.
I was gonna say, if it stamps out all the good in people, then like,
Why
how
are
are
you
you
so
still
ugly?
how are you still this likable?
Tamaki, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
I've said plenty of nice things about you during this whole goblin mess. Don't.
Fair enough. No, it's a matter of necessity. A matter of a person's character doesn't really come into question. It's just you do what you have to. And me being a natural swindler / entertainer, let's just say that I was not appreciated where I was.
Not appreciated. Huh. Do you feel more appreciated here?
Well, I lead a kingdom.
Well, I lead a kingdom. I certainly hope so.
Good.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
Ah!
What? Oh god.
Undershaper will say to you, Bast.
Well, that's not what I was hoping for as the result, but I suppose you are more important than he is, and he'll ideally have to wait this out until he finishes out your sentence.
Somehow I think the other Iron Lords would disagree, but what did you guys do to?
Well, I had this theory that wild magic is somehow linked throughout all wild magic that happens. For in all chaos there must be structure. And I had him experiment with some spells, and once in a while his wild magic would trigger. And I guess this time it swapped roles.
Ooh, that's as somebody who's had one too many negative run-ins with wild magic recently, that is a dangerous game to play.
Yes, so I seem to have gotten a little further on my hypothesis here, but I'm not sure how useful that is if he just turns into something that I can't use anymore. Do you have any idea how long your sentence was?
Well, it usually only lasts a day or so, but I can't be sure.
Hopefully he pops right back to his normal form soon enough. I'll keep him safe.
And I'll hop down from the table, and I'll give the plushie of Aruz just a little kind of gruff on the head. We're gonna need to.
Wait, when you when you touch him, you hear his voice in your head. You seem to be able to communicate with him.
Whoa.
Aruz, are you okay in there?
Yeah, it was that was a weird feeling, but I think I'm gonna be okay.
It'll go away soon. I think.
Well, I'm glad I could help. I know you're so much more important than me.
Oh.
Wow.
We're all important.
Itsuko nods her head. Even though she's not there, but she can hear it, right? She's a fox, so she nods her head in agreement.
We're gonna need to come up with something because this wild magic is wild.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. I need to talk to the other Iron Lords about it. We're gonna have to change something.
I can't go anywhere, so I'll be here.
Well, okay. Do you want me to like? I don't know. What can we do? How can I make you more comfortable?
I'm okay. I'll be okay. At least I get to do something worth meaning.
You're so sweet. When you're back in your body, we are going to. I'm going to make it up to you.
It sounds exciting.
Okay. I'm gonna. Where is everybody?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. I'm gonna make my way over to the breakfast hall. So far, such a big castle. There's too much space for just. Hi, everybody.
Oh, whoa, you're back?
Chris.
Yeah, don't sound too excited. Aruz has managed to swap places with me.
What?
Chris did what?
He's a teddy bear now. I was
What?
a teddy bear. He cast a spell. His wild magic flared. Now he's a teddy bear.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I can talk to him as a teddy bear if I touch him.
What? I don't know if I like how you worded that, but what?
Yeah, that was a little suspicious.
You know what, guys? It's a teddy bear.
They're in his
Fine.
right now.
All I can think of is during certain kinds of investigations and someone says, show us on the bear where he touched you, and I'm not
God.
about it.
It was a scruff on the head and nothing more.
All right. Good. But, like-
Anyways.
Telepathy? Is that it? Telepathy?
I guess that would be the right word for it.
Weird.
Yeah, like. But I have to be touching him, so not like a super useful telepathy.
I mean, you could get one of those, what do you call it? Like a bindle? Like that you wear to put a baby on you? You could just carry him around.
Cute.
One of the baby Bjorn things.
Yeah.
Bjorn. I don't know if he wants that. I don't know if he wants to be carried into battle in teddy bear form.
I feel like he would probably love it. Have you seen how into all of this he is?
That's a lot of responsibility to keep teddy bear Aruz safe in battle.
So, like,
I get stabbed not infrequently.
the worst case scenario, he gets stabbed and we just.
He's a teddy bear. He doesn't have organs, right?
Or nerves.
I don't know how that works. I don't know what happens if you.
Well, we could find out real easily.
No.
Let's not use
Karen.
the ruse to find out, actually. Let's not do that.
We could try to turn you into a teddy bear and then see what happens.
I don't think that will work.
I'm
not of any of this.
I'm really sorry that I keep turning into inanimate objects in mid-battle. It's not ideal. thank you, Karen, for carrying me out in your strong and somewhat hairy arms.
I mean, you were the one literally covered in fuzz.
I was adorable.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. You looked adorable as hell.
So, how far away is the other army? Do we know?
We have to go there soon.
We're going back tonight.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little bit worried. If they're coming and they actually make it to our walls and we have to stand and fight, I'm a little bit worried what's going to happen. What if I turn into a teddy bear or a plant, or if I turn everybody's weapons into baguettes right at the beginning of battle? I can't predict what's going to happen.
It is what it is. We'll deal with that when we come to it.
You're a member of the team, and whatever that may mean for your magical abilities, they're still far too useful to be ignored.
True.
Well,
Agree.
I was thinking about seeing about if Honor Shaper could take me and change me into one of the automatons.
Like, what?
Well, we were talking about these like super powerful battle machines, and we do have an army coming up, and I am very unpredictable as to what happens. It'd be nice to know that I'm not going to put all of you in danger.
So you're willing to just give up your body to become a robot?
Bass, we can't ask you to do that. That seems ludicrous. I can't even imagine doing that would somehow resolve the wild magic issues that you're having.
Who's to say that it won't carry over?
Mm-hmm.
This is
And
a
then
great
who knows what will
idea.
happen on top of that.
I mean,
If he does,
Wonderful. You will become more powerful.
he will make a.
No, if
excellent-
you just become a robot, then like what's the point, It's just like you won't be able to change anything. You're just gonna be a robot forever, right? Is that what you want?
Well, he still has a brain.
Yeah, I don't think the brain is much of the issue. There's lots of other things intrinsic to the flesh existence that goes into the enjoyment of it that would then be nil if you became a robot. You can't eat as a robot, right? You can't sleep as a robot. You can't go swimming. You can't go swimming anymore.
surely we have the technology to waterproof me.
It's not the same, and you know it.
I
Our
mean,
our eventual beach episode would be ruined, and I don't. I can't.
I mean, it would make an excellent example for the town, for anybody who may want to step forward and become a robot themselves, because
Yeah,
they
just-
would definitely bolster our army. And if
Just
one
Make
of
them a
us,
propaganda machine, literally. Why not?
yeah, well, I mean, it's better a propaganda machine than a bunch of dead villagers, because we saw that army and the numbers and the power they have, and I don't know if you've looked around lately, but
It's obviously still Bast's decision. Bast's body, Bast's choice, obviously, always. But I just want to make sure that you're not, like, rushing into this for the wrong reasons. Because, yeah, if you do it and, yeah, you help us win, you're still going to be a robot after that. You can't go back.
maybe you
I don't
can.
want you to make a permanent choice for a temporary problem.
I mean, turning into a houseplant at the beginning of battle would not be a temporary problem. That would be a permanent problem.
What are the chances of you turning into a houseplant again now that it's happened once, you know?
I mean,
You'll turn into something else useless.
great. It still stands.
Again, it's your choice. It's whatever you want to do. I don't want you to... I'd hate for you to regret it.
And I would hate to put you guys in harm's way.
Well, if we're being honest with each other, there's, I would say, still a good chance that that may still happen, even if you put your soul into a robot.
Agreed. I mean, we're the lords of a kingdom. Our lives are one of perpetual danger. And you're one of the lords with us. It's kind of the nature of the beast. We've all got to accept that.
And the process is far from perfect as far as I know.
I mean, I would also say that your weapons turning into noodles is also far from perfect, but is your Warhammer still a baguette, or is it back to normal now?
No, it's back to being a hammer.
Oh, that's lovely.
And in your defense, Best, I mean, I fight with a whip. It's literally already a noodle anyway, just not one that's edible.
I feel like if you tried hard enough.
Well,
You know what? That's fair.
the process takes a couple of days to complete.
So this
Right.
is sort of like a do it now or don't kind of thing, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does that
Takes
mean
a-
that we wouldn't have you for these next couple raids? Because if that's what it is, it is what it is. I'm just wondering.
Probably. I mean, we could, if you guys want, we could all talk to Honor Shaper. But I think that's what it means. I don't think I would be able to join you.
I mean, if this is what you really want to do, and you really want to do it, and you think you're doing it for the right reasons, then I'm obviously not going to stop you.
All right.
But I'd feel better if we went to go talk to Honor Shaper, yes, to make sure we're all on the same page about this.
All right, well, let's do it.
Smokey like shoves the rest of the food on her plate into her mouth and then gets up.
Mitsuko places her knife and fork down, dabs the corners of her mouth,
She uses silverware?
and follows.
You don't have thumbs. How are you using silverware?
She's magic.
Right, well, I suppose time is of the essence then.
Tutsuko walks with Bast because Tutsuko is pleased with this choice.
Oh my god.
Hey,
I think
Ziplag,
that should really.
you zoomed off.
I feel like having Tutsuko on my side is also a.
Choose your words carefully, sir.
Oh my god.
Come on, Fox.
I'm coming. So I'm not actually in the room right now.
I can't help but feel this is only going to be trouble after trouble.
You must remember every single tingling feeling as your power transfers over.
Okay, we're just talking right now. Bast is gonna kind of come on over, and I'm gonna pick up a ruse in my arm so that I can make that telepathic bond again, and he can be part of the conversation.
Hello.
Aru says, "Hello, everybody."
Oh, hello!
I'm gonna hold him up to show little Aru's.
Is he cuter? Is his teddy bear form cuter than Bast's was? I need to know.
Oh yes. He's
Okay,
adorable.
good.
It kind of looks like the Geico gecko.
Save 50% or more on magic insurance.
Alright. D-Part, can you join us? I yell at him to the other side of the room because I forgot who it was.
I am here.
Okay, let's start with some information gathering. Do we know approximately how many days' march the enemy army is away from our gates?
They believe they are about 2 nights away.
Right. And the process to change somebody into an automaton, how long did that take again?
Well, it depends on the person. As far as I can tell, it would take anywhere between 8 and 32 hours.
Oh, whoa, that's short.
Okay. So the pickle we're having is every time we go into a battle, whenever I'm using my magic, I get these wild magic surges. And as you've noticed, I've come back a couple of times and I'm either in a different body or I'm a teddy bear or I'm a houseplant or we all look like we've gone to a bakery and things just seem to keep going wrong for us.
Well, there
So I was
times when your wild magic surges in good ways.
It's true, it's happened a few times, but it's so unpredictable. I mean, as is the nature of wild magic, Aruz can testify to that. Holds up teddy bear Aruz. Would the automatons be if there was an automaton, because this hasn't happened yet, do you believe it would bolster our war effort?
Oh, yes. One or two of those on our side would make a great difference. Their metallic bodies gleaming on the walls would strike fear into their hearts.
And the automatons, are they purely a physical combatant, or are they able to use magic as well?
Well, they are whatever you need them to be.
Huh.
They are but a vessel for the soul. Just one more superior and amazing. Full of power.
So if I was to become an automaton, would it change my magic? Would it change my strength?
Your strength would increase slightly, perhaps, but as for your magic, I do not believe that there would be much of a difference.
Like slightly, as in now I would be able to carry my own books from the library instead of getting Aruz to carry them?
Yes, that's basically what I'm getting at. They are more powerful, but those would be more for the martial types. The ones wielding swords and such, you know?
Not a huge change for me then, except for maybe a little bit more sturdy.
Well, if you remember, Bast, a wild magic's sorceries, come from their ancestry. It does not matter what body they inhabit.
All right, thank you. That was that was an idea. I guess if it's not going to change my wild magic, it's not really going to make me strong enough to help you guys in combat. All right, we'll put this idea on the back burner.
Are you sure I could not perhaps interest you in becoming one of the Warforged, after all? Think of the power that you could wield. Think of the strength that would be increased. Your hardened metal body, resistant to some degree to attacks.
Aruz, what do you think?
That's a pretty big, it's a pretty big ask for me to make that kind of decision for you.
Oh.
I know I wouldn't want to.
You're not allowed to.
It's a problem. Nobody seems to want to, but we have a large army on our door and we're running out of options. What's our army size at?
One moment, let me check.
But real talk here, we really should be trying to recruit some people.
We tried. We talked to...
We've very minimally tried. We talked to like 2 guys.
And they all said no.
Well, surely there's someone out there who would like...
But who?
I don't know, maybe old Zap no arms. Maybe he'll finally have arms again.
I feel like he's content with his station in life, but...
Well, I think we have people come, we have a public event, and try to recruit people from there. No?
I mean, how fast can we throw together this event? And I mean, I don't know, like, I understand it's still the individual person's choice, right? But I mean, I don't know. I feel I see both sides of it. I don't want anyone to feel unnecessarily pressured into this, you know?
Well, I don't... Let's hear what Deep Heart has to say about the size of armies.
Okay.
The current forces in this city, as far as we know, we would be outnumbered about 3 to 1 at the moment. We have about 250 regular soldiers. We have about 50 elite Royal Guards. And the surviving forces from Dodarim that escorted the caravan are also still here and will be fighting with us, which is around 100 people. So we have about 400 soldiers total in this city, and the army that is arriving, we estimate around 1,500 soldiers.
Well, that seals the deal to me.
So...
You know what else takes away people's individual choice? Their house being burnt down.
Or death.
You know, alright, we should ask.
Alright.
We should hold a thing and we should just present the options and just make it clear that no one's forced to, but if they want to help, then they
Your
can.
options are you either do this or your entire city will burn down.
Can we not phrase it like that?
Can't we just recruit civilians to be soldiers? If like, give them the choice to be Ironforged or just fight. normally?
My lord, if I may, I know I'm not part of the council normally, but the walls are finished, and as far as I know, the army from Escarak does not have any sort of siege equipment with them.
So the people inside the kingdom will be safe. Good. So we can still present this option, and we don't have to say, do it or you're absolutely gonna die.
Your children will be taken as slaves.
Oh
Your
my gosh.
women forced into brothels.
What?
Men tortured.
What's wrong with working in the brothel? What?
Nothing's wrong with it if it's by choice. I said forced into brothels. That's a very different thing.
Alright, fair.
We are very pro sex worker in this castle.
Obviously. We all went to the brothel together, so I hope so.
Family outing to the brothel. Let's see if any of them want to become warriors. Think of the stamina they would have in the sheets.
Oh my gosh. Come visit our brothel. We have the first and only robot strippers in the kingdom. Check them out.
Jesus Christ.
Can that be dry cleaned?
Okay, let's ask. Let's ask some people and...
So are we gonna host an event, or are we gonna go cold calling like some fucking solicitors?
I think it's probably better to do some sort of public event, appeal personally to the people.
Well, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Maybe we could do that, have it set up for tomorrow, and in the meantime, we can have some army members set up, go around and talk to people in public spaces to sort of warm them up to the idea first, give them some information.
Beat the shit out of them.
I
Get a
mean...
bit of House of Dragons theme on here.
I mean, isn't the time limited still to convert people? You know? You said like 8 to potentially 30 plus hours, and if they're gonna be here in 2 days, and we do the event tomorrow, and some people do want to sign up, then like, you know, we still need to have time for them to make the switch, right?
Okay.
I suppose we could just summon the army and the guards to the arena.
Let's
I
do it.
feel like we need to have a really solid pitch going into this. Like we can't just show up and just wing it, you know?
What is more solid than offering extra power?
You need to package it correctly, you know? You need to make sure that it's like enticing, you know? Most people don't want to give up their physical form to be shunted into a robot.
Power is enticing.
You're not doing the speech. Okay? I love you. You're not doing it.
All right, we can ask, do we have, how much resources do we have? Like, how many people could we do this process to? Surely it's not unlimited.
Well, we currently have around 10 models of Warforged ready.
So we can have up to 10 people.
We're looking for 10 of the best of the best of the best.
No, I think we're looking for like 10 mediocre and desperate.
Again, let's not word it like that, please.
I'm not a fan of the mixed signals, personally.
I think we should find the scum of the city. This way, when they're locked into Ironforge form, they cannot terrorize the city
Yeah.
like they once did.
So you
No.
want to find
they can make it
criminals
even
and make them
worse.
robots.
No.
You want to give
Right
them more
now,
power
they're
to do
just
crime.
running around the city causing chaos. Find these scum, bring them to the Ironforged, and we can control them and make them feel like they're real people again.
They're not automatons.
They'll
They're,
still have free
they're just
will.
not a
bodies.
fan of this for numerous reasons.
I hear 3 voices against, and 2 voices have not been heard yet. We must take a vote.
Okay,
Nay.
so everyone
Nay.
for
Nay.
criminals being put in robots. Yeah. Nay.
No. Vetoed.
How do you feel about that, Karen?
It's
Being
no
awfully
for me.
quiet.
Karen also says no.
Last time I checked, the Fox wasn't an honor lord and wasn't allowed to make decisions.
Though we value
Her-
your opinion.
Her opinion is still important. Okay?
The fox leaves the room.
Okay, I love you, bye!
Good.
The fox leaves the castle and goes out into the public.
Yeah.
Dear.
Oh boy.
He's your fox, Tamaki.
Yeah, it's my fault, isn't it? Oh boy.
I mean,
Well, I
Tamaki,
think going
hey.
forward here, I suppose we can make an event for the next day or two to appeal to the civilians. Maybe we'll have a couple of volunteers, but in the meantime, I think we need to
if they're a
worry
2-day
about the raid.
if they're a 2-day march away, it takes up to 32 hours. It's kind of an ASAP thing.
Well,
Again, we just don't feel really. I'm torn because time is of the essence with this, but also we have to do the raid tonight. We don't even have a strategy for how we're going to do the raid tonight, and it's like, what do we do?
can I just say a few things?
Yeah.
First of all, I don't believe just putting civilians with no martial training into these Warforged are going to magically make them deadly combatants. They're just going to be bigger and clumsier and still have the fighting skill of civilians. And 2, Tamaki, I'm aware you cared for the fox. However,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
its behavior is deeply concerning to me. As it should be to you.
You think that the fox's behavior isn't deeply concerning to me?
I'm aware of this, but
I want to just be perfectly candid. We all know my feelings towards the fox and that I love her. And I'm just going to be perfectly honest right now. Would you rather have her on our side and helping us, or what happened back in the mine happening again with her against us? Just fully honest, what would you prefer?
I am aware that having it on our side is advantageous. However, it's not good for PR, if you will. Having a giant, bloodthirsty fox creature in the
Well, what do you suggest that I do about it then?
I don't know. I genuinely do not know.
So I don't understand how this conversation is productive when we have so much else on our plate, when you don't have a solution. I don't have a solution. We're all aware of the fact that the fox is not perfect. I feel like there's bigger fish to fry at the moment than our weird fox, you know?
As long as it stays dormant, I suppose. I have just a concern that something's going to boil over inside the creature and it's going to start killing civilians.
I don't think that it's going to start killing civilians. If anything, I just hope that it's going to be killing people when the army shows up at the doorstep 2 days from now.
Well, I do take both of your points. I
do
have to say that Tsukiko's behavior of late is becoming more and more concerning. And this isn't something that we can just ignore. Granted, yes, we do have an army approaching, and ideally, Tsukiko will be more than able to help us on the field of battle, but I don't know. It seems like the more she kills and the more she's around us killing, the more aggressive and, for lack of a better term, bloodthirsty she gets.
I'm not saying that either of you are wrong, and I'm not trying to like fight you on it, you know, but it's at the same time, it's just like, what are we supposed to do at this point, you know, and in regards to her. And also, again, it's just, I understand this is part of the bigger issue, but it's just, it feels like that right now, I'm not trying to brush off your concerns, but right now is not the time to deal with it when we have so much else on our plate. I'm not trying to. I agree that something needs to be done. I also agree that now is not necessarily the time to do it.
Of course, now is not the time to do it, but our concerns aren't directly just about Tsukoki. They're about you. You are spirit tied to this creature. All of that wrath and all of that power and energy, if Tsukiko goes off the chain, more likely than not, it's going to be directed at you first. Are you prepared to deal with that?
I don't know that she would do that. Maybe that's me being stupid, but maybe I don't want to think that she would do that. I don't know. Is that dumb? That because I give sausages and eyeballs that I think I'm special or something, when she's God knows how old and from another dimension, I think that I'm fucking special or some shit to her. Maybe I want to be. I have no idea.
I'm not saying that you two don't have a spirit bond. I'm not saying that there isn't a connection between the two of you that's beneficial for all of us. We're grateful for the Fox's assistance, but she did turn and attack all of us in the mind. That's an objective fact. And there's no reason to suggest that you wouldn't also be included in that. Just be wary, is all we're saying. We can address the issue later after we deal with the fucking army showing up on our doorstep, but it's an issue that will have to be resolved. And it might not go the way you want it to.
Okay.
It'll be a last option, I promise, but we do what we have to.
I suppose we should summon the army, get this over with. I don't think having a good speech cooked up is all that important, as we all agree that it is to be the decision of the individual with no coercion involved. Yes. Yeah,
that's all I want the option presented, but I just don't want to feel like people have to do this. If they want to, great. And if I don't want them to feel like it's something that is required of them.
Aye, so we present the facts, give them the opportunity, and see what happens.
Okay.
About all we can do, I think.
Shall we?
I guess we have to do this, and then we have to figure out what we're doing at the raid tonight. So yeah, let's go.
I suppose so.
I wonder what the fox is doing. Ha ha ha.
Something bad joke. What does the fox say anyway?
Wing ding 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 ding.
God.
Are Leah and Jordan still here?
Yep.
Yep.
I just
Oh,
spoke.
okay. I didn't hear you at all. All right. Sorry, I was not listening to what you guys were saying. What were you guys going to do now?
Were you listening to any of that? We
All
were
this
pretty
grade A RP.
Pice,
is just
I was
Yeah, we were
I-
pretty solid.
I was
RP.
listening. I was listening. It's just I was doing some typing in the side.
And thank you, Tamaki. Thank you. I just want to say I was rooting for you the whole time. I was yelling and like really riled up. So yeah.
Okay.
She was
I
yelling in
don't
the
know.
background.
I find Tamaki and Sutsuko's relationship very, very interesting, and I'm doing my best through the RP to show that there's a lot of complexity there. It's not black and white. I want that to be very clear. But anyway, we're gonna go do a little speech to just be like, you want a robot? No pressure, but do you wanna? That's what we're gonna go do.
All right. So the Iron Lords are going to go address the city.
The public, I guess. Yeah, the public.
Public.
I was just gonna say the army, but
The army, if you just want to, because yeah, you did raise a valid point that we should just address. But isn't that what you guys were just doing in the side chat here?
But you guys don't know what's going on here.
Okay, fair enough.
And there is a negative that is about to happen that you guys don't know.
Oh.
So.
Oh, great, cool.
I have a job for you, Brina.
Aye, aye,
Oh.
Captain.
Well,
Your voice changer is one.
While we do their next part, I want you to find me Art of 10 Warforged
Yes.
and send them to me. You
Yes.
have like 5 to 10 minutes.
I'm on it.
Boy. Jesus, what was
The
that?
cackle.
Jesus.
no.
This is why you were
Grinch is
chosen to be the weird, evilish fox spirit, because of that laugh.
Okay. Do. Okay. So, you have made it public that the Iron Lords will be holding a public appearance and a speech at the arena.
Oh boy.
And a large, not like a large portion of the army has assembled, and hold on, let me just change this really quickly. So the stands and even the field below, it doesn't have any of the like flare and fire going on that it did in the last event that you were here for, where you were fighting. But it is filled with like row upon row of your soldiers waiting for you to speak. before this happens, we can have a short RP session here before you guys get into the arena of what you're going to say and who's going to say it.
Who's going to give the speech here on this? Who feels the most confident to give a speech on this?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Zuglag is the best spoken among us. I'll never get used to saying that, but
wrong. Would it be better if we all said something? We all pick apart and we all say something, so we come across as like a united front that's all into this, and then it's not all on one person.
Hey, not a bad idea.
Right, I think that might be the most effective, so that it's not just, you know, the
It's
little
not just
green goblin guy asking, "Hey, give up your body, please." No, it's
exactly. If
unified.
it's coming from all of us, I feel like it would send a much stronger message. But what do we want to say?
I mean, I can definitely lead and conduct,
Sure.
for a lack of better words, but everybody should have something they should say to contribute to making this a proper speech, not just about the Warforged, about raising the morale in the face of this army.
I agree. The facts of the Warforged situation must be covered, though, as plainly as can be said.
And the positives are strength, increased ability. You don't need to do the human body functions anymore if you don't want to.
You never have to worry about hunger or your family will be taken care of.
Your family will be taken care of, yeah.
We'll move them into the higher income housing. Kind of reminiscent of the...
Oh, they sort of in the barracks, don't they?
Warforged don't age, correct?
Oh, I guess not, right?
I don't think so.
Or at least it's severely slowed down, right?
Yeah, that's directed to Theron. Legitimate question.
Oh, okay.
I think he's busy.
I mean, that's definitely an angle that we could spin. It's just, you know, live significantly longer than you would if you were not a Warforged.
Yeah, that's a good.
Because I mean, a good portion of our army, you know, they what would you say? A good portion of our army is human, dwarven.
Dwarves, I believe, yes.
How long do dwarves live normally?
Pretty long.
Very long time.
Long time.
Longer than that, bud. Take that amount you got, more.
On average, 350 years.
Double it.
Double it.
Double it.
Supersize it.
The slogan of the Warforged: supersize your life.
Supersize your lifespan.
Supersize your lifespan.
Think about all the grudges you can hold.
It's like that, was it that TikTok audio where it's just like, my clothes better, my shoes better. I'll make more money.
I'm stronger.
Okay, I have a legitimate idea here.
Uh-huh, go for it.
We enshrine and make the sacrifice of becoming a Warforged something of honorable nobility.
Oh, let's give them a holiday.
No, I'm not
Like,
It's actually not a
talking
terrible
a
idea.
holiday. I'm talking like you become a Warforged, you ascend to the right-hand man of the Iron Lords themselves. You get a statue in your honor. You are remembered through the annals of the kingdom's history forever.
And also on top of that, you get a holiday.
Yes, okay, you get a holiday.
I feel like you can be part of it. Warforged Day. A day to go and honor all of the people who gave themselves for the kingdom and made the sacrifice.
I mean, I think that would just be folded in, generally speaking, with like a remembrance for all the people who are inevitably going to die in this siege.
I guess, but I think they want their own holiday, not just like a general one where any old Tom, Dick, and Harry that dies has the same holiday as them.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to list paid day off as a benefit of this.
I think it's more the fact that this is a day dedicated to you as opposed to being like, hey, it's a paid day off. Like that's the benefit for everyone else. The benefit for them is like this is a day that's about you, where people are thinking about you, where people are fucking with you.
Thank you for saying with you.
I mean, we can add that as a perk as well.
Attachments.
Also, because you're going to be a robot, you could get attachments.
Like the Drildo attachment.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
So we want to talk up the selling points, obviously, you know, significantly longer life. Your family will be taken care of, better lodging, you'll have higher status, the holiday, I guess. And is that good? Also, just like you don't have to mess up with like basic human needs anymore. You can just like forget that.
I mean, I don't think all of that was agreed upon.
Well then, this is what this conversation's about.
We're on it now. That sounds good.
Well, unfortunately or not,
I think-
you're still a soldier, so you will live in the barracks.
No. You're going to be like
Yes.
special soldiers. You're going to be like the officers.
Who also live in the
Who
barracks.
still live in the barracks.
But you know, the officers, like there's an officer hall and then there's the regular army
How
hall.
about this?
In the barracks.
How about this? So they have their families will move into nicer housing. They
Do
live
we
in-
have nicer housing to provide them?
Well, we
Well,
can
that'll
build
We'll
it.
make nicer housing
Yeah.
after we reach the Warforged quota.
Anyways, so their families will live in the nicer housing. They will live in the barracks during like working time, and they can go visit their families on weekends, holidays, but otherwise they're working and staying in the barracks.
I feel like that's a fair compromise.
That is.
Because, I mean, there has to be incentive. It's not just like when we say that their families are going to be taken care of, you know? It's not just like a future thing where, like, if you die, your family will be, like, you know, it's also like the now, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what can they do to improve their family's life now, you know? Because we don't want to focus on it, but I mean, with the idea of potential immortality, we don't, you know, it's like, I'm sure they want to see their families live well now while they're still around to see it. And while the family is still around for them to enjoy before
Yeah.
they potentially outlive them.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the fact that they're going to live their
Yeah, we're
family.
not going to get into the intricacies of immortality and that everyone you've ever loved is going to die around you and you're going to be alone forever. We're not going to talk about that fact. We're just going to gloss over it. It'll be fine.
I mean, you'll have probably 9 other people to be alone with forever.
We could also say that
Found
Like-
families of the nth degree.
they will be needed when we have like something major. Like they're not needed at all times.
That's true. That's true. We're not going to pull them out all
No.
the time. Like, it's
They're not
like,
gonna
you
be
know,
supported.
they're like a special forces unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's advertise it as that, a special forces unit. And they'll be deployed as needed, but otherwise will have a life of luxury.
Mm-hmm. Security
Okay.
from your immediate family, transcendence from ailments of the physical. Yeah, that's good. Strength in general, just like increased strength and ability. Yeah, that's the transcendence from ailments of the physical. I feel like just driving home the fact it was like you're gonna be hella strong is a good enough point to stand on its own.
Yeah, but like you're transcending the ailments of the physical weakness.
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough. The increased of nobility, like we talked about, that they'll reach a higher like standard, be closer to us. I feel like we're doing a Kickstarter pitch. Who's gonna play the ukulele?
Oh my god, this is like Dragon's Den.
I'll play the xylophone. Gulgrin, you Zuglag, you play the ukulele.
I'm hashing these out in the chat so that we have like general topics to cover, and then each of us can take one.
Okay.
What else though? Is it just that those three, or
There has to be more than that. I mean, to be fair, these are broad, and they're the bullet points of this are going to have like multiple things to discuss, like under them, I guess. So
Well, and on top of this, honor is very important to us dwarves, and
honor is important.
I
You should
feel
talk.
that if
You
they
should
did
talk about.
sacrifice,
You should talk about the honor. They're dwarves. You're a dwarf. You should talk about the honor. I feel like they'll be very receptive to that.
perhaps going through with this process would be a very honorable decision, especially if it helps them defeat our kingdom's enemies.
Mhm. The more we talk about it, the more I feel like this is definitely a good idea of what we're doing, you know?
However, we must remain in that it is completely up to
Oh
the
yeah, that's
individual.
up to them. We should make that clear. Of just like, this is totally up to you. There's no pressure from us. If no one wants to sign up, that's fine. It's just, these are the options, these are the positives, and just, you know, if you want to.
The negatives are your family will perish and burn.
We're not gonna say that.
all right? So if that works for everybody, I guess each of you guys can pick which angle of this you want to cover.
I think I'll take security to your immediate family, I guess.
That seems right for me.
Yeah. Family's really important to me, and
Oh my god! You need to have your parents behind you when you're talking about family.
oh my god.
Get free! Get free!
And then,
literally
like,
all the
friends
dwarves are
around
just gonna be looking at Tamaki's hot dad and just being like, yo, so if I become a Warforged, like, what's gonna happen? I'm shot?
Alright.
The transcendence from the elements of the physical, that seems like a vast thing. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
Combat skill, that's Karen to a T.
Yeah.
And that leaves the honor of standing defense to you, Gulgurn, if everybody's cool with that.
To Yulgurn.
Yulgurn?
Yogurt.
A hinga dinga durgan.
To Yulgurn.
before, does the whole city know what I look like now? Like, I know the people in the palace know that I'm.
Not really.
When
I mean, when would they have?
Yeah, honestly, when would they have? Yeah.
Some people probably didn't even know what you looked like before.
That is
Honestly,
also very
you've
true.
been pretty like out of the public eye. Some people might just like this might be their first time seeing you, to be honest.
Yeah.
With, like you directly being like, I'm Bass, and they're like, oh wow, that's what Bass looks like. Bass is hot.
Pretty much.
Honestly, sounds great. I couldn't pick out half of the politicians in Canada
I mean,
from their pictures.
fair.
So.
Hint:
Fair.
most of them are fucking. They look like the Crypt Keeper.
Look like the what? The Grim Reaper.
The Crypt
The
Keeper.
Crypt Keeper.
Potato, really.
Honestly, what if the Crypt Keeper is the Grim Reaper? That's why he's got so many stories about death.
So many stories.
Yeah, about death. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, theory confirmed.
This theory, a game theory.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Matt, Pat.
Well, we good?
I think so, yeah. Ready as we'll ever be. I mean, you know, time's running out. We have to be done by what time? 8?
Yeah, or just after that.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a little over an hour, and we got some other shit that we want to try and accomplish this sesh, right? So let's fucking go.
All right.
Everybody ready?
So, after your deliberations at the palace and, you know, getting the word out that you want the army assembled, you can say that you guys started in the morning around like 9-10 o'clock, and it is now like 6-7 in the evening.
Oh man, we're gonna have
Holy
so little
shit.
time. We're gonna have so little time to get a plan together before the raid, but it's fine. It's fine.
When have we ever needed a plan?
I mean, I feel like the stealth thing's a good option. You know, whatever, thin the numbers a bit, but we'll deal with that after. It's fine.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Fuck, I'm starting? Oh, or is Zuggy starting?
I'm starting. I'll call your character out when it's time.
Okay.
But
All
that's
right,
the
you
order I'm
enter
going to call you
arena,
in.
and you see rows on rows of your soldiers. You see most of your army is assembled. There are obviously still people guarding the gates and the walls at the moment, but all those who are not on pressing duties have been assembled in this stadium.
Sorry, is it just the army or is the public here too?
thought we agreed there was gonna
some
be-
public.
Okay.
There's some public who are like curious onlookers, but it is mostly your army that has been assembled.
Gotcha, just making sure.
Okay.
All right, everybody ready to go then?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Also,
All right.
Make it convincing, gang. Let's go.
So as we come
Come into the arena.
into the arena here, Zuglag will lead the formation, as it were, and he'll come over here to the balcony and
stand up as
tall as he can for the army to see him and to see his Iron Lords around him. And he'll begin his address. Greetings and salutations.
The crowd all salutes you.
Yeah, it's still cut out. Sorry, he has to fix his microphone. Give him a second.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, okay. Jesus.
Check, 1, 2.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I was too close, sorry.
Okay, yeah. You did your basic address, and then it's...
Greetings and salutations
to the honored members,
to the honored members of the armed forces of Domgaroon. And he salutes them.
They salute back, and they chant, "Hoo, hoo, hoo."
You honor us with your service and your presence this day. We are humbled and grateful and expect great things from you
in the days to come.
in the days to come. We have come before you, the Iron Lords and I, to extend an opportunity of great potential to the lot who would be daring, bold, and selfless enough to make the sacrifice. We have come to speak to you today about the Warforged Initiative.
Ooh.
Some of you may be concerned or confused as to what a Warforged is or what the initiative may entail. We've come to dispel notions and answer questions that you may have. So, what is a Warforged?
A Warforged
A Warforged is a transcendence of the physical form, a body made of wood, iron, and mighty blades. Truly a feat of engineering.
He's gone.
Lost him again.
Go, guys.
There you go, you're back.
There he is.
Best at her.
You got to the point
Keep
about
going.
just you said wood and iron and blade and then
This is exactly as awkward as watching a politician and then his mic cuts out.
okay, yeah, you're serving the full fantasy.
I mean, you are a politician with your mic cutting out, so.
The Warforged Initiative offers the opportunity to become greater than oneself could ever be. To discuss the Delos, we have Lord Bast himself. Take it away.
Thank you for the great introduction, Zuggy.
If you call him Zucky in front of everybody.
Zucky.
It's camaraderie.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Lord
It's
Zucky.
fine.
Little buddy, give him a little pat on the head.
Oh. The Warforged. The process of becoming Warforged can heal any ailment, disease, or deformity that exists in a soldier. For those of you who have been injured in combat before, it'll allow you to walk. It'll allow you to hug your family. It'll allow you to see with both eyes again. For those of you who have been afflicted by disease, it'll allow you to breathe deeply. It'll make your heart strong again. And it will give you the strength of 10 men.
There you go.
The Warforged is not simply just helping your kingdom. It will elevate you into the full potential of your being. It will make it so that your body is no longer what's holding you back and allow your mind to bring your dreams into reality.
As a member of the Warforged, you will gain unique experiences and work hard and achieve beyond your perceived limits. There is no situation that you cannot overcome. You will be as strong as 10 men, stronger than I. You will be able to fight all your battles and represent our kingdom with strength. with enhanced reflexes. He will strike wounds, etc.
Oh my god.
Ah,
You really had to drop the etc.
We're losing it. We're losing it.
we're losing. Bring it back.
Okay, I'm gonna step in. So Tamaki's just like, I understand that this might seem like it's coming out of nowhere and that it might seem like a lot. But the basic idea of this, and there is no pressure on anyone to do this. This is simply an option that is being presented. But one of the biggest tenets that has me excited about it is that this isn't just about the benefits that it would grant us and the kingdom and you. Your family is also going to be included in on this. Your family will have better housing. They will be taken care of even if, heaven forbid, something happens to you. We will do everything in our power to ensure that your family will have safety and security and will want for nothing. And you will have even more opportunity of time to spend with them because you're not just soldiers to us. We understand how important family is. My own mother and father are visiting me right now, and family's always been important to me, but it's got me thinking extra about it right now, and I just want to make it abundantly clear that if you do this, you will live so much longer. You'll have even more time that you get to spend with them, and you'll get to be around for them and improve the quality of not just your life, but improve the quality of the lives of the people that you love and that you care about. Gulgren?
Thank you. So, go walk to the podium and yell in dwarf. He'll yell out, "Brothers!"
They all chant back with a hooah.
So bad at this.
You got this. Come on, man.
I plagiarized my speech off the Canadian Army.
Honor.
Okay. So yell, "Brothers, are you ready to fight for your kingdom?"
They cheer.
I know each and single one of you cares deeply about the success of your kingdom, your lineage, and your prowess, how you will be remembered.
The crowd is being like whipped up into a frenzy. They're like clattering their armored hands on their chests.
Ooh.
I know that each and every single one of you desires to be the greatest warrior you can ever be. Now these Warforged, it is possible that committing your sacrifice for your kingdom, your families, and your honor may bring you to heights to which you will never be forgotten.
Crowd cheers.
Few of us will ever get to a point where, for generations, our names will be remembered. However, and I know it's a difficult decision, but for a select few, you may be able to achieve such a thing and be remembered by not just as a dwarf, but as a Warforged of Dom Garum. Is Dom Garum right? Is Daldarine?
Yes.
Got confused. Fuck.
Dom Garum is your city. Okay.
Just pretend you said the right one.
I did
No,
say that
you
right.
did.
Never mind.
The
keep
crowd
going.
is clattering and cheering. They are loving your speech.
Golgar will thump his fist on his breastplate and shove his fist into the air.
They all follow suit.
Much clapping.
Yeah.
Yep, going well.
You've said your piece there, Will?
Yeah, it's my piece.
All right, so then as Golgurn steps back from the lead row there, Zuglag will step up again. Thank you again for your valiant service to our kingdom. I know the coming days will be a struggle for us all. But if we keep heart and keep faith, this fight will be won. Anyone who may wish to volunteer for this Warforged initiative, I come to the palace and speak with Honor Shaper. He will give you all the information you need to make an educated and informed decision. Again, we state that there is no pressure, nor any ill will that will happen to any who do not wish to pursue this. But know that if you do, you will have the faith and the respect of the Iron Lords forevermore.
Woo!
We march forward
For Dom Garoom!
for Dom Garoom!
For Dom Garoom!
And then a thunderous For Dom Garoom echoes through the stadium.
Dismiss!
I feel like that went pretty good.
Nice.
Could have gone worse. I'm not much for speeches, but I think you guys did great.
Great job all around. I think that went about as well as any of us could have hoped.
Etc. notwithstanding.
Aye, come on. This is Karen.
It'll be
She did
awesome
great.
and stuff, etc.
It'll be great, I promise. Rabble, 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 carrots and peas, carrots and peas.
Legit, though. Y'all did great. That was great.
It was awesome.
Good job, everybody.
Pretty good.
They seemed into it.
I mean, we certainly got them back into it, at least.
It's fine.
All right, back to the palace. We gotta talk some strat.
Show up, fuck a bunch of people up, leave.
Fucking, can we be a bit more particular about the fuck people up part?
What was the plan for the first one? It didn't work.
So we need to do something different, obviously.
We need to be more direct about assaulting their supplies and targeting their officers.
How many horses can we fit in the transporter and just steal? Because he says horses are rare. I just don't want to kill the horses and be an asshole. But if we could take the horses, and then there are horses.
That's option one. Option two is kill the horses.
I don't want to kill the horses.
We have a
Kill
food
the
shortage.
We can't
Kill
ride
the
the
people.
horses. We don't know.
Fucking, we can break them, right? Isn't that the whole point?
We could find out where they're storing their food.
Horses love apples.
No, I said we could burn
I
their
The
love
food.
camp's
apples.
food.
Oh, not the horse food.
No.
The people food.
Yeah.
We can
Where
find out
would-
what the horse food is.
Like,
Where would the people food be? Who has the best stealth? This is a thing that we
Not
should be
me.
considering.
That,
Yeah,
not
it's-
Karen.
It's not me either.
I don't have
think it's
invisibility.
me.
Zuggy, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I can also shapeshift into one of the soldiers that we saw.
That's
True.
true, and then you could sneak in and you could do some recon before they fucking figure out that you're in there, and you can find out where the food is.
Yeah, and Zuggy or who can turn invisible.
I can.
Yeah, if you want to join me, I promise I will not teleport you without your express permission this time.
I can also take the shape of somebody who's died.
So we
You-
grab
you can?
someone, kill them, and then you look like him.
Exactly. Yeah, Mantle of Whispers.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. We could grab one of the guards on the fringe and just, just fucking and then you could just look like him.
Yeah.
So as you guys are discussing and talking about this on your way back to the palace, you guys get back around like 8 p.m. It's starting to get dark. And you come to the front of the palace.
Oh boy. And?
And when you enter, you see something quite interesting.
I love the idea of us coming in while we're still talking, and so we're coming in just being like, again, we need to stop thinking about the horse apples, okay? We need to think about the food on a bigger scale.
I believe horse apples are a completely different thing than what you're talking about.
They're apples for horses, aren't they? They're the apples the horses eat.
No.
What?
No, I think
What?
that's pretty. Oh.
What?
Oh.
What is the meaning of this?
What have you done?
Hi.
She's wagging her tail. She's very happy to see you guys.
Hi, Sutsuki. What's up?
What do you think? I have done all the hard work for you. We talked and they weren't going to be ready in time, so I used my powers. And with the cooperation of the army, we have gotten our Warforged. Yay!
How
Did you get the people?
How did you get them this fast?
They were volunteers, and I promised them that they will be honored and their families will be honored for 6 generations.
And they agreed to this willingly, right?
Of course, who would not want to be honored and taken care of for eternity? They will be our eternal soldiers, and their families will be taken care of for eternity as well, but we must win this war for that to happen.
I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning about the fact that potentially someone like you, who is a giant blue nightmare-looking fox creature presenting this idea, might have potentially put some pressure on whoever was being asked due to the fact that you look, no offense, pretty scary.
No, I asked the captain. They did not see me. I sent orders to the captain to search for volunteers, that it was a choice with the reward as well. Like, he was to describe the reward.
I mean, we did offer them basically the same thing, it sounds like.
All right, sure. I'm very pleased that you did this, but also next time, could you make sure this is okay with us before you just do this?
Tsutsiko kind of slinks around Tamaki, nods her head, but goes up to Bast and says, "Well, I am not an Iron Lord, am I? And yet I seem to get things done efficiently and in good nature." She whips her tail at him, just slightly, and then trots off back to her little army here.
Hey, well.
Well,
You're definitely efficient. I agree. I agree. You are very efficient. I thought this was going to take hours or days to do.
It will take hours and days for them to get used to their bodies. When we were infusing the Iron Forged, it took some extra power to get this done today.
And
yes, it was actually quite magnificent how her power could make this process quicker.
Huh.
And you're certain that this added power that she infused into this process made it so that the process worked effectively? Or
it seems like it. They seem to be all responsive, and they still seem to have their
responsive to whom?
They are responsive. They are obedient to the kingdom. I believe Tsutsiko is just their commander, as I was told.
Okay.
That's a red flag.
Their role is to protect our kingdom.
Okay. Well, we need to go and talk about what we're gonna do at the raid. Right?
Agreed.
I
Cool.
want to say something quietly to Deep Heart real quick.
I guess it's too early for them to come to the raid with us, right? They're not quite used to the bodies.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
We are not bringing them to the raid tonight. No way.
No.
Just wanna.
I go, what have you done?
What have I done? I have done
was the
what
question
was
you
asked
asked.
of me.
Yes, we do need to have a discussion about the order of leadership in this kingdom and whom you're to be listening to.
I was told that there would be
All right,
Warforged
fair enough.
being made, and Tsutsuko brought Warforged to me.
And I get the sneaking suspicion that you've let your ambition run ahead of who you answer to. I'm saying this just
I
between me
don't
and
know
him.
what you're speaking of.
I think you do. We'll have a discussion about this later, but make no mistake that these Warforged were not authorized by the Iron Lords. They're beneficial to us now. We will use them, and we will make good use of them. But the matter of their coming into being will be discussed at length later. And then I'll walk away.
Wait. I guess we should go.
We need to go figure out what we're doing at the raid tonight. We need to go deal with that.
Yes,
Oh,
no
it's
pushing
true.
there.
We need
We
to
can
go.
talk on the way.
Tutsuko, are you coming on the raid?
No, she's staying
or
here.
Is she?
She's done enough for today.
I will do what I please.
That's
You
what
do
she
what you please. See you later, bud.
Okay. It was nice to meet all of you. Thank you for your sacrifice.
said.
As Rocky passes me in the hallway, I want to grab her for a second.
Yeah.
You do as you please. We just talked about this.
What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? She already did what she was gonna do. What else is she gonna do tonight when we're gone? You know? What can I do to stop her?
What
You know, we're going to take the Warforged and lead a rebellion.
Against who? Against what?
Us.
I hope you know that I'm not happy about this either, right? I hope you know that I am absolutely livid and have no clue what I'm supposed to do in this situation, right?
Well, I would certainly hope so, because this is on the verge of becoming a
Sogging disaster.
fucking disaster.
I can
We'll address this later, but
She's got to be right here.
she's got to be right in. We've got to do something.
I agree, but it's just, what are we supposed to do when she's a magical creature from wherever the fuck, you know? Like, what are any of us supposed to do against her? She's made it abundantly clear about how powerful that she is. And now that she's apparently the commander of that, and she gestures to the other room, whatever that's supposed to be.
I don't know. This is a coming storm. This is a disaster in the making.
I don't like where any of this is going. And oh, shit. Okay. Okay, great. Fuck. I know that none of us could have foreseen this when all of this started, you know? When we all met, however long ago it was now, back in that tavern or whatever the fuck. But I feel like a lot of this is my fault. And I'm not saying this so you'll comfort me or something, okay? I'm saying this because I genuinely feel that way. I feel like maybe we're supposed to be close, and she's attached to me and I'm attached to her, and I feel this and she feels that and whatever. And it's scary. All of this is really scary because it all feels like it got so out of hand, and I had no idea it was going to be like this when all of it started, and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I'm supposed to know what to do, and I feel like we're all supposed to know what we're supposed to do because we're all of a sudden, the rulers of a kingdom. We're the rulers of a kingdom, and we've attached ourselves. I've attached myself spiritually solely to a fox of some kind from another dimension that I know nothing about, and I'm just supposed to be here, and I'm supposed to know what to do in this situation. I understand you're all looking to me because I'm the closest to her, but I don't understand her any better than any of you. And I feel so much responsibility, but at the same time, I feel like I had no idea any of this was going to happen. And I think about you, and I think about the goblins, and I think about Bass, and I think about my parents, and I think about Trixmix, and I think about all of them, and I think about what if she does something, then it's on me, right? Then it's on me, and it's my fault. And I don't know if I can live with that. And I know that's not your problem either. It's all of our problem. And it's not your fault. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Maki, none of this is your fault. Directly or indirectly or any way, okay? None of us, as you said, could have possibly predicted this. I mean, look at us. I'm a goblin from the Badlands, and I'm sitting on a throne in a palace. This doesn't happen. You're a half-orc. Karen is, I'm pretty sure, a full orc. Oh no, she scares me. I'm barely too afraid to ask. Bass is a changeling. I mean, Gorgon, of all of us, is the only one who would even have a shred of a right to this kingdom. But here we all are, doing our best in trying to make this work, despite the crazy circumstances that led us here. So you're not at fault for this.
This isn't on you.
This isn't on you.
But it doesn't
change the fact that one of our own,
this space spirit is going
wrong. And this has to be dealt with. And I'm sorry that you have the most skin in the game. But Tsukiko, whether we want to admit it or not, this show of force, by superseding our directive and scrounging up these Warforged, which are apparently loyal to her, is a direct and unquestionable violation of our leadership.
I agree. I know.
And I know Gorgon gets a bit heated, and he puts a little bit of pressure on, and I know I'm doing the same, but I'm just as scared as you are, and we can't keep enabling her.
I know that we can't keep enabling her. It's just... especially now that she's in charge of them, I'm just terrified at this point, with the army so close, of doing anything to potentially turn her on us. The last thing that we need is her with 10 Warforged turning on us when we have an army at our doorstep, and I don't know what we're supposed to do, Yeah. I agree that it needs to be dealt with, but the last thing that we need is to tip her off and potentially have her wrath on us when we can instead turn her wrath on them. I hate that she did this without us. I hate that she did this without consulting us, without even mentioning it to me, because I hate the fact that I feel like I love her more than she loves me. I hate the fact that I thought she was gone, and I give so much of myself, and she turned on us and hurt us, and I did that whole big stupid speech, and for what? Does she really care, or is this just about the power that she can get? Has she been playing me the whole time, and I feel stupid. I feel so fucking stupid. I feel like I backed the wrong horse. I feel like I trusted someone that I shouldn't, and I feel just naive and stupid, and like I shouldn't have trusted her so much. It sucks. That's all it is that like even after this, even after all of this, and she gestures to all of it, it's just that I care for some fucked up reason. I still care, and I hate it.
Like kind of sees you getting really upset and kind of extends his arms and comes over and awkwardly kind of hugs your
knees.
I'm crazy, huh?
Yeah, your mic cut it most of
Uh,
it. But I got it. So
Like,
Your
kind of like
mic is gone. Oh, there it goes.
taps
You're
your
back.
kneecap. She's back. It's just a little wireless fuckery.
No, you.
Annoying.
Me?
Yeah, you had cut out for a while there.
Oh, my bad. What was the last thing you heard?
You said he puts out his arms and walks over, and then nothing.
Oh,
he hugged my leg and was comforting me, and I laughed and like patted his head like thanks. I appreciate
Gotcha.
it.
Okay.
yeah, small sidebar. Fucking bravo, honey. Bravo. You nailed that. That was incredible.
Was I actually crying? Yes. Am I so invested? Yes.
Anyway.
Performance art.
Look, I know this is craziness, and for what it's worth, I don't think you're stupid or naive at all. Maybe a little more hopeful than the rest of us. I think you just assume the best intentions of anybody, and that's probably a very noble trait. Maybe not where I come from, but certainly for you.
I blame Jeffrey.
Yeah, he seems like that type, right? That was the handsome one, the sensitive type.
He instilled all these things about just like love and the inherent goodness of people, and now I'm all just like, oh yeah.
It sounds like rubbish to me.
In any case,
I want you to know that I can't speak for the others, but I have your back. Alright? Whatever comes, whatever happens in the next couple of days, we're in this together as Iron Lords and as friends.
I have your back too, because green boys gotta stick together, right?
The Grady's, yeah, so you get it. I'm
sorry for putting pressure.
Sorry for putting pressure on you.
No, it's just
didn't mean to, but
I know that there's a lot of pressure on you too, and I know that ultimately us bringing the goblins in was good, and it's proven to be good, but God, like, I know we already had a brief conversation about it, but just, you were the one who were putting yourself out there for that. You were the one who had the most to risk from doing that. And yeah, it worked out, but what if it didn't? You know? You've done a lot for all of us, and I feel like people just don't say it enough, and I'm very appreciative for how much that you've done for us, for the kingdom, you know, and for the goblin people who are living with us now, you know, like, it's just, I know that you wanted to do that, but that doesn't change, I'm sure, the sheer amount of stress that you were going through during that whole situation.
you want to know a secret?
Absolutely, always, tell me.
Come on, kneel down here.
Okay, and she does.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
You don't have any idea what you're doing either? Same.
I never did. Bringing the goblins, it just seemed like a nice thing to do. I didn't think it was going to turn into all this. I'm a goblin. We intrinsically don't think in front of us. I don't know what I'm going to eat for breakfast tomorrow. I don't remember what I had for dinner last night.
I feel like tomorrow's probably going to be McGrubbins kind of day. I get that vibe.
Well, in all fairness, every day is McGrubbins Day. But I have no idea what we're doing. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. You're not the only one.
How did previous kings do it? You know, you go and you read history sometimes, and these previous kings, they seem like they thought so far, and they like knew what was gonna. And here we are, and it's just like, oh man, I don't know. Should we expand that? I have no clue.
Well, in either case, I feel better for our little talk, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right.
We need to go deal with this.
Yes.
We need to go do the raid, and we need to figure out what it is that we're doing.
Just try not to take Gilgana best frustration personally. I don't think they mean it against you. I think they're just.
I think
equally
it's
as
just
terrified.
in general, and I mean, yeah, we're all scared right now. Yeah.
Right. Anyway. First.
Okay.
Aaron, isn't that your cue to do the whole live, laugh, love thing?
Oh my god.
Every day passes, there's more live, laugh, love posters everywhere in the palace.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it should be in this
No,
campaign, but like a poly ship should happen at some point. That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying not in this campaign.
A poly ship?
Polyamory, you know, have like
Oh, I
a
see.
throuple.
Okay. Gotcha.
A foursome or moresome.
Jesus.
Get your pineapple
Catalog right now? Come on, guys.
I know, we were having like a big emotional discussion, and they were over here just being like, "Are we shipping them right now?"
Yeah, you're gonna hear with your celebrity couple name.
We need to stop having so much chemistry, babe, because we're just.
You're creating a new race now. It's gonna be
half orc / goblin. Oh Jesus.
I think that's just a
Gonna make
regular
Oglan's.
person, but green.
It's Jeffrey Green.
While that's going on, and before they kind of join us, I'm gonna pick up Garuz in his little teddy bear form.
for the human again. Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
It's boring in here.
Buddy, I'm gonna tuck you in for the night. Like it's getting late, man.
Okay.
Fox, do you wanna join me tucking in Garuz?
Oh yes, he's so cute.
Isn't he? He's adorable. And we're just gonna kind of walk up to.
This is a noble task.
Whose bedroom is this? I don't know.
Who knows?
Garuz, this is your.
I think
This is.
your
your room
bedroom's
now.
the top one.
My.
Yes, I will forget.
I'm just gonna lay Garuz down on the like made bed, kind of tuck him into the sheets a little bit, give him a pat. There you go, buddy. Are you a comfortable temperature in there? Can you feel temperature?
Yes, thank you, Mama Best.
Oh, pleasure. Give him a little peck on the head.
You know, it is kind of boring in this body. I hope I will wake up and be me again.
I know. I'm sure you'll be feeling better. Hopefully in the morning.
Hopefully.
Hey, Tutsuko.
Yeah.
What do you mean that you're worried about Deepheart?
Well, the captain asked questions and made sure that his soldiers were safe before making the choice to change their bodies. But Deepheart did not care, and he was eager to have the process completed. It did not sit well.
What do you think? What kind of unpure intentions do you think he's up to?
I cannot be sure. I just knew that I had to specify and put my power into the Iron Forge so that no one else may take control over them. And if we create more Iron Forge, we must be careful to infuse their what's the word for obedience?
Obedience?
No, like allegiance.
Loyalty?
And make sure their allegiance is with the right people, the Iron Lords, and not the
Spit it out.
fucking the group, the council.
Oh my god.
Got it. That makes so much sense. You know,
Mhm.
I feel like Tamaki is a little bit upset because, I don't know, it was just kind of a surprise. We were walking in talking about horses and their apples, and it was unexpected, that's all.
I agree. I apologize. However, time moves differently for a fey creature. And I knew that we did not have enough time before the onslaught that is about to happen.
I'm glad it's you in charge of them and not Deepheart. I agree. He rubs me the wrong way.
Tsutsiko wags her tail. Yes, and I will speak to Tamaki. I will try my best to make sure you trust me again. I am not the enemy.
No, we know you're not. Just, between Karen stealing souls and you changing colors and me changing bodies, there's been a lot of changes happening, and I think everything is going really fast.
Life is not predictable, young one. We must learn to adapt to these changes and harness their power to make us successful.
Young one. How old are you?
Time moves differently for the Fae.
I'm gonna need a more specific answer than just that.
Okay, how about how long have you been on our plane?
Oh, since I've met you, of course. Although, give or take about a century, I was searching for the right group to join. But in the Fae world, time moves quickly in the Fae world, and by comparison, I'm a few thousand years by my guess.
Okay, I guess you can call me the young one in that case. I was gonna say, this isn't actually my body. I'm not as, beautiful as what I look on the outside.
You have untapped power at your disposal. I hope one day I may guide you through it.
When that day comes, I'm sure we will be able to work through it together.
Indeed.
Hey, do you remember how when I went to get on your back, I kind of changed back to my original shape?
Yes. I apologize.
It's fine. Do you think you could try just, I don't know, maybe giving Garuz a lick or something to see if he changes back?
Oh shit.
It was just a thought I had. I don't know if it will actually work, but I mean, the worst that happens is a non-consensual kiss.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I will ask Garuz. Garuz, you may sit on my back, and we shall see if your original form comes back. I may suck this form out of you, but it is not guaranteed. I do not know my own powers.
I'll hold on to Garuz's toe so that I can hear his thoughts.
I don't know if I want to take that risk, I'll be honest.
He says-
Sorry.
He says he's all for it.
If you ever get tired of being in this form, we shall try it.
Remember, only he can hear Garuz.
Yes. Oh wait, did you actually say he's all for it?
Garuz, are you sure
that's
you
what
don't
he
want to? You sure you don't want the? You sure you don't want to be a teddy bear any longer? The worst case scenario is nothing happens.
maybe.
Best case scenario, you're not a teddy bear.
Well, from my limited experience, I have a feeling that the worst case is probably burst and nothing happens.
Okay, tell you what, if you're
I
still a
don't know
teddy
what that is.
bear when we get back, we'll readdress this. 'Cause you can't stay like this, man.
I hope it won't stay forever. I mean, you said that, that it only lasts a couple of days.
I mean, yeah, but I've never traded places with somebody before. I don't know if the same rules apply.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Okay. He says maybe when we come back, we'll see what shape he's in. He wants to give it a little bit more time.
Excellent.
Then I'll just walk over and I'll pick up like a nice another teddy bear and kind of sit it beside Garuz so that he has company for the night. And I guess we should go see where everybody else is. It would like not here, not in front of Deep Heart, obviously, but you should probably let the others know your suspicion about Deep Heart and the reason why it was such a pressing matter for you to do it.
Yes, I agree.
Well,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna keep an eye on this Deep Heart. Ooh, actually, does Deep Heart have like a room in the castle?
He has a noble house.
Oh, he has a noble house. Does he have an office in the castle?
He has his workshop in the basement, where he builds the Warforge.
I'm guessing a Garuz shaped teddy bear would probably stand out in said basement.
Yeah, it would.
It wouldn't be
Definitely
like a
would.
natural place for that
No.
to be. All right,
Definitely not.
let's go back. Just this Warforge and a teddy bear. Walking back. You eating some smut, Gulgurn?
Naturally.
Gulgurn's just fucking trying to chill the fuck out.
All right.
Okay, so the raid, are we trying to send some people in to sneak in and find the wizards? Are we trying to sneak in and find their food source? Or are we trying to sneak in and slit some throats? What are we doing here?
Well, sneak in to start with instead of guns blazing, run through the tents, I think is a good approach.
Yeah, sneak.
Sneak. So I can shapeshift. Zuglag can shapeshift, and Gulgurn can go invisible.
It's a good 3 team right there.
Karen
you need a
sticks
body
like
in order to shapeshift though.
You need a body.
Again, we can pick someone off the fringe though and just get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No offense, but Karen and Tamaki, you are two very noticeable ladies.
Oh no, we're not going to be able to sneak in. That's just a
We can
cold
look
fact.
at them with our womanly wiles.
I don't know if that's going to work for you, Karen.
What is?
I'm sorry, Karen. I'm sorry.
I can make someone else invisible.
Oh, you can make
Oh,
somebody else invisible.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just a touch.
How many times
does
can you?
all it
Oh, it's
takes?
concentration, so you can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if we need to make a quick getaway, I can take one person with me and Zugleg can take one person with him. Yes. So maybe we should have 2 teams then.
I think maybe myself, Bass, and then we take either Karen or Tamaki.
Yeah. It would be good to have some muscle with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case shit goes sideways, yeah, probably. In that case, I feel like Karen, because Karen is arguably like stronger.
Right. That would make Karen invisible. And then Bass and I go in.
Now
We do the
remember,
sneaky sneak.
Karen, if you're invisible, if you go to hit somebody, you are no longer invisible. Can you use
Yes.
restraint?
I can, surprisingly. Christ.
Yeah, they
Basically, is an assassination.
basically is an assassination attempt.
Can do it.
It's important to keep in mind that, again, we still have another night, and while we want to make really good progress tonight, even if we don't accomplish absolutely everything, there's still tomorrow night as well. So what do we want to focus on explicitly tonight?
I think we take
I
a
think
shot.
we take a shot at the leaders.
I
I think Bass, Karen, and I stealth ourselves and get as close as we can, and then
Golgurn and you,
Golgurn and
because
you,
you have access
because you have access to fire abilities,
you
you
start
start wreaking havoc and causing
as
as much damage as you can.
All right. I like the idea of that. Sure.
What about everybody else? What do you think?
Okay.
We should just focus on one big
Sorry.
cheese and not all 3 of them at the same time.
So we sneak in and they're creating a distraction?
I mean, that's a good way of looking at it, is that me and Golgurn create a distraction by causing a little bit of fucking havoc, and then you guys can hopefully weasel in and, you know, fuck up the leaders.
More or less, yes, but I don't want to split the party like last time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Again,
mean,
we
we
have
can't-
another day. We have
We
another
can't
day to do
sneak
something.
everybody in.
Right, like the 3 of us will go ahead, stealth, try to get as close to the center as we can, or wherever the leaders happen to be. I just don't want Golgurn and Tamaki
to be on like the
to
other
be
side.
on like the other side of the map. I prefer to have them like come in with us and then like hang back a little bit for support, if need be. And yes, as Golgurn said, we're gonna pick the HVT. We're not gonna try and burn down the whole castle here.
Tutsuko, are you coming?
Yes. You will not survive without me.
Okay,
If things go wrong. If things go wrong.
sure.
Like last time.
Can you go invisible?
Uh,
I mean,
if there are trees, I think I can.
what does that mean?
I
If
can
I
like
hide in the trees, then I'm invisible.
I can morph. I can teleport through trees. Apparently.
Okay, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of trees in their base camp, so
I think I have Pass Without Trace as well.
Just because you're also a very noticeable lady or fey creature.
Thank
You know what I mean.
I do have. Right, yeah, I'm just looking. I have Pass Without Trace. So.
That doesn't make you invisible.
No, it just makes you stealthy.
What? Because I can't turn invisible. I'm not allowed to come. I'm coming. Like, I will join you.
No,
jeez.
I mean, I don't think Pass Without a Trace is going to help Zugleg or whoever goes invisible. or myself, because we're not trying to be stealthy
Alright.
necessarily. We're going to be appearing
Help the
like
people.
somebody else.
Who are bad at stealth?
Let's go. Let's do this thing. We'll see what it looks like when we get there, too. Things might have changed.
It's also fair.
All right, let's go.
Hunter Shaper comes up. He's like, I see you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, let me get on the controls and I'll get you whipped over. You might have a bit more of a walk as they should be closer to the city now.
I don't know if you guys can hear the cat, but he's twitching out in the background.
Tweaking out.
Just yelling.
Alright. The portal opens, lightning swirls around you. The taste of lightning in the air. And you all appear on the same area that you did before. It is pretty dark, and you guys know that you have about a 6 to 8 hour walk this time.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
As they are closer. And you arrive overlooking the camp once again. And you can see, so I have the tents that you burned are still burned with flames. They're not actually burning, they're just burned. And otherwise, you see that there is a lot heavier guard around the outside.
Jesus, yeah.
But I will tell you this: if you can sneak up to a guard successfully, you can kill them without making sound, so you can
Ooh.
assassinate them essentially.
Damn. Okay. Good. Good.
Alright, how should we do this?
Where are we? Sorry?
The top.
Okay.
So there's an opening in the guard in the bottom right corner of the map.
Yeah, where are we? Hi.
Time being.
Not there. Hi. Darren, where am I?
You are right.
Oh god, there's two of us. Brilliant.
Alright, let's do the invisibility thing. We want to go down to the bottom right.
Bottom right seems like a good place to approach.
Because we're going for the... Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a far walk. Oh,
I can get rid of the guards.
quietly?
But no, as loud as I can. Of course, quietly.
Oh my god.
We also can't forget that all the tents are fucking full of people.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking people.
Are the skirmishers wearing like a helmet that includes a mask so that they can't you can't make out their face?
Yeah.
Sweet. Can I shapeshift into one of the skirmishers?
Use your power.
You
Use.
can control the one that's beside you there.
You should get rid of the guards. I will spot you.
I mean, so let's figure out where are we going to go in? Bottom right. Bottom right. Let's just take the long way around. We have time, remember? So until they notice us, we have some time. So how about we take the periphery, and then once we're all at the bottom right, we have to kill a guard so that Zuglai can shapeshift into a guard. So we'll need to draw them out.
If we come in at the bottom right, we can take this guard here, or the other one, on the opposite side. I get my disguise, and then it's a more or less shot straight to the center encampment.
All right, so I think we're all going to tiptoe through the forest to the bottom right. Yes?
Yeah.
Sure.
There is a magic barrier around the center. It will be tenfold since the other night.
Any idea how we can get through that?
Because I know we just got to get as close as we can and then leg it for the wizards.
Do you think we're going to be able to just walk through the magic barrier?
As far as I know, it only dispels any magical effects that come into contact with it.
Yeah, I feel like you should just be able to walk through it okay. I think the issue was that you were literally shooting like a spell with intent to harm last time.
Okay. Maybe once we get like close to it, we'll just try throwing a stick or something through to make sure it just doesn't, go as the stick goes through.
I mean, fair enough, we can try. Worst comes to worst, if we get too close, resistance is too intense, we just wreak a little havoc and then turn tail again. It's not ideal, but it's still something.
Yeah. So what are we doing up here?
And then in terms of getaway, what's the getaway plan? Because if we're in the center, that's like 200 something feet to the edge.
Just run like.
Just run.
Hang on. I have a spell. Tell me what you guys think of this. This is kind of cool. I think I can see what's happening inside the tent. I can see and hear through a sensor as if I was there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it for the duration.
You need something like a crystal ball, silver mirror, or font filled with holy water.
We've never.
No, I don't.
The only time I've ever used that is the diamond.
Yeah, the only thing I require components for is for revival spells.
Oh, I have to choose a location I have seen before as the target of the spell.
Well, I don't think you've seen inside the leader's tent before, so.
Okay, it was worth a try.
I do have
dimension door, so for the retreat, I can't just grab somebody and disappear, but I can only take one with me.
Same. I can only take one with me.
Oh, so we both have dimension door.
No, well, I have Thunderstep.
Oh, wow, close enough.
Oh, wow, close enough.
Okay, so Bass will take me, who is invisible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're still invisible, we'll leave you. Not to be mean, but like you'll have the best chance of getting out of there because you're a tank who can't be seen.
Well, I think that anybody who can either shapeshift or be invisible should go in. That's Maki and I think Golgurn and Totsuko like stays outside, and if all things go to hell, then you can rush in to save us and like sort of fight our way out. Help us fight our way out if we need it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Golgurn's got short little legs.
Yeah, he's not a very good runner.
Yes,
So
I shall
Yeah, but
protect
you can. But you can go invisible, so that's part of why
I can
you should
turn
go
someone else invisible.
yeah, so he turns me invisible.
in. Yeah.
I can take Golgurn.
Here's the
He's
thing.
used- he's
Worst case scenario, if you gotta get out fast, Karen's got mad movement speed and she's strong. She picks Golgurn up and just fireman carries him out. Like,
Golgurn's a beefcake. I don't
you
know.
think that Karen can't lift Golgurn? You think that Karen the tank is incapable of lifting Golgurn? Explain that to me.
I mean, I think we're still
Party
forgetting the
pooper, but
teleport
correct.
spells, but okay.
Golgurn is a thick lad.
How big? Give me exact dimensions.
I weigh 173 pounds plus all my gear.
And you think that
Karen?
Karen can't deadlift that and run? Bullshit.
Would you
Absolute
like
bullshit.
to try?
I have 112 pounds of equipment on me.
So you
Go
think
on,
that,
Karen.
again, that Karen can't lift 300 pounds and run somewhere? I don't believe that for a fucking second.
So the carry strength in D&D is her strength times 15. So
what's your
her
strength
carry
times 15?
strength is actually it's 3 times 15, so she can actually only carry.
It's only
like
3?
45.
That doesn't seem correct.
My
So she
strength
can,
is negative
so she can
1.
carry 45 pounds? What the fuck is that?
Correct.
That's... I'm sorry.
Any sense.
She's,
Kind of whack.
she's a tank who has like 60 plus movement speed and can still do an attack on a turn, but she cannot lift 50 pounds. What?
So
Or is it the
yeah,
D&D?
so she
D&D's
can
busted.
carry. You can argue that she has a medium load to carry. So
Uh-huh.
at best, even if I'm like stretching it, she can carry 100 pounds.
Okay. So Golgurn gets naked, and Karen
Working
picks
new.
him up and
He's
runs.
still fatter than that. He's 173.
Our HR department would be all over this.
We have an HR department? Who's in the HR department?
We should.
Is Franken Beans in the HR department?
No.
He runs the
Is
HR
that
department.
Is
Maybe.
that what Franken Beans is doing?
Wizard.
I'm imagining a soldier going in with an HR complaint, and it's Franken Beans sitting at the desk being like, yeah, what's wrong?
You got a problem?
That's good. Good shit.
Just as good as the University of Guelph's HR. Okay, so what are we doing?
I think first step is we.
Make me invisible.
Well, before we do that, how about we get this fucker out of the woods here?
So, Bast, you're taking the shape
One
of
of those guys.
one of those guys, right?
Yeah, I am. It's the little icon beside me is
Gotcha.
is also
I'll
me.
put him on top.
If that works. Alright, so yeah, I need you to kill him so I can take his shape.
Well,
Alright.
how about everybody hides in the bushes and I bring him towards us, and then we all just jump on him.
Because he'll alert everybody.
Well, not if we can like surprise him.
You guys, like I said, if you can do a stealth check and get it close enough to him, or like convince him that you're actually a guard, you can get close enough to just assassinate him straight up.
Assassinate him.
But that is where I'm going to end the session for today. For
Yeah, I
episode 50.
figured, yeah.
great session, everyone.
Lot happened. Lot
Good job all
happened.
A
around.
lot happened.
A
Man.
lot happened. Yep.
I
Many
am
emotions were had.
frightened.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Man, oh boy. So we're definitely going to be
Finance of
able to get at least one more, hopefully 2 more good sessions in before the move, but we'll
Yeah.
see what happens, boys.
I mean, I assume after the move, you guys could still play D&D. It's not like you're going to Timbuktu.
No, obviously. It's just, I think the weekend of the move, I don't know where we'd
Yeah.
fit the time in, because that whole weekend, hopefully we're going to be moving. Saturday, we're hopefully going to move the majority of our stuff because Will's working, and then Sunday is when we're going to move the last of our stuff, and hopefully all of Will's stuff is what we're shooting for. And even if we do manage to do that, I don't think at that point we'll be up for playing D&D that Sunday. I feel like we're going to be a little tired.
Well, I mean, yeah, there wasn't going to be a D&D next on that weekend anyway because of the party. So
Fair.
In either case, just going forward from that point, we have to address whatever the internet station is in this new place, and that might take a bit. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. Apparently
And I
the
think-
landlord's going to provide internet, but there's a very good chance that internet's not going to be good
Yeah, I
enough
would get
to
your own
support 3 of us.
definitely get your own.
Yeah. So that might take a little
Also, you
bit.
guys should come by for like 1 hour or something for the party. Just come say hi.
We'll
See what we can
we'll
do.
try, man. We'll try. It's going to be a busy weekend.
You guys
That
need
is
any
fair.
help?
We got my dad and my brother helping us out. We should be okay. Thank you, though.
Oh, your brother's going to help us?
Yeah, I was talking to him today. He's gonna help.
I know he was thinking about lending us a strike. I didn't realize he was going to actually help us move, so that's great.
I'm not worried. It should be.
Yeah, we should be able to get most of our stuff moved on Saturday, and then hopefully
Excited.
Alrighty, and then for next session then, which would be the 15th.
I'm off.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, not the 15th, 16th, because we're the Sunday group normally.
yeah, 16th I should be fine.
Still good.
Will, when does Kate go back?
What?
When does Kate go back?
The 16th.
Oh, so is that day okay for you or no?
Not really.
So then a different day then. This is the time for you to speak up.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about, Will.
Looking at my calendar.
This is your chance.
Either
Then
the day before or the day
how
after is fine, probably.
About Monday.
So 15th or the 17th. Okay, 17th.
Monday work for you, Jordan?
Mm.
Actually, I don't think we have Saturday on the 15th D&D, so we could do that day. Pretty sure that group can't play next week.
Alright,
If I remember
let's do that.
I know the Saturday works for me. Checking the Monday, just in case.
Double check Arena.
On the 17th, I work until 8 p.m. So the Monday's
It's
And
Yeah,
better.
Saturday would be better.
Mhm.
yeah. Unless you want to do like morning, because I work noon to 8 p.m. So it's a weird time.
Well, I mean, I would be working on Monday, so.
I also work on that.
I also work Monday
I
probably.
also
so
work Monday.
Like,
so
yeah.
Mondays no in the morning.
Alright,
Oh, darn.
So what time then on Saturday?
Same time, like 6.
All right, cool. 6 then.
Can we get like
I will-
6:30?
6:30.
that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, just so I have some time to collect myself after work.
Of
Yeah.
course.
All good.
Will remind Kate that I'm off tomorrow and that we'll come pick her up like afternoon when Jordan's on lunch, so her and I can hang tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Rad, and maybe we'll do dinner tomorrow. I'll talk with her when we're hanging out and see if we're down to cook something together, and then you can come over after work and we can have dinner and shit. We'll see.
Okay.
All right, Rad. Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right,
Okay,
then.
gang.
Great sesh, guys. I gotta piss. Bye.
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 Bye, ladies
Bye.
and gentlemen.